What in the world, Bo? What's going on with your man? It's your boy Big Low Country. I hope everybody out there is doing great and feeling good tonight. For everybody out there that don't know me, my name is Big Low Country. I'm just an old country boy. Former football coach that loved to sit around and talk about sports. You could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but you're here with me, and I definitely appreciate that, man. So look, first of all, if you're watching the show after we've gone live already, make sure that you do a country boy a favor and put a what in the world Bo in the chat. Somebody at the game that I seen today, they said, "Hey coach, look, man, you ain't showing love to the people that's watching when you're not live." So for everybody who's watching after we've gone live already, much love to you. Thank y'all so much for joining us. Everybody who's here, y'all know I gotta show love to y'all. Thank y'all so much for chilling out with old country boy. False Star Falcon says, "Good evening, Bows and Boettes." Sterling Woods, what's going on, coaches? And hey, Bill says, "What's up, coaches? What's up, coach? No matter, but a win is a win." Shouts out to your Bills. They got a dub. Raymond Elder, what in the world, Bo? What in the world, Bo? Tex, what in the world, Bo? John Higgins says, "Hey, big guy, we waiting on you, bro. Hey, man. Hey, we here. We here. Live in full effect." In the words of my homeboy, Twisted Torch, I make sure y'all check out Twisted Torch TV, great Falcons content creator. In the words of the homeboy, Twisted Torch, turn me up in your headphones, Bo. You already know, down south Georgia boy. He says Cordero bounced back from that fumble like a boss, breaking records. Breaking records. Hey, Munch. What in the world, Bo? We got Coach Christie. What in the world, Bo? It's cold inside Mississippi. Rise up. Hey, let me tell y'all something, Bo. Went there for the game. I hit up multiple tailgates like I do, you know. I hit up multiple tailgates. And look, for everybody who seen me and thought the old country boy was crying, I wasn't crying. I just ain't putting no Vaseline on my face this morning. I just put lotion. So, the wind, it was hitting me. And I was just walking around, tears just rolling down my face. I like, oh, man. Now I'm finna have the cry marks on my face because I just put lotion on my face and not no Vaseline. I forgot it was cold. It was cold out there this morning, Bo. I'm gonna tell you, it was cold. It was a whole nother kind of cold. Chris says, "I wonder if we can contain the Commanders' offense next week." That's interesting because Commanders, Ron Rivera, Riverboat Ron, he always come out the riverboat with one sock on. He said they're going with Taylor Heineke, so that's going to be interesting. Raider Beast, what in the world, Bo? What's going on? ATL Skate Man says, another one like the other one. What in the world, Bo? Yes. Grandizer G12. That's right, man. Let's get pumped up. Let's go. You already know. The homeboy Sanchez, he says, "What's up, Big Low? What in the world? I missed you at the game today. I was in section 132 next to man. I was in 135. So you was over there on the other side of it, man. Dang. Man, I wish we could have caught up, Bo." So the Atlanta Falcons got them a win today. They got them a win today. And, good overall team win. I know a lot of people they were on the struggle bus in that first half. Everybody's trying to figure out how to stop Marcus Mariota, trying to figure out how to stop Justin Fields. Justin Fields, he came to show up and show out. He was balling out in that first half, Bo. He missed on a big play. D. Coleman in here. What's going on, Bo? Will Cotton, Coach Padre, much love, Sean. See y'all in here. Justin Fields missed on a big 9 route. Our cornerback, I think it was Darren Hall, slipped, and he was burnt. An overthrow like that, I can't even knock it. That was a pretty ball. It's not that Justin Fields overthrew that one. The receiver just didn't run fast enough. That ball was perfect. Perfect art, everything. Dre says, "What in the world, beloveds? How y'all beloveds doing and feeling on this Sunday fun day night? Beloveds, hello. What's going on, boy?" Oh, man. So the Atlanta Falcons won tonight. Today. They won today. Let's go over some of the stats. We got to go over some of the stats to see what happened. So before we go over the stats, I just want to let y'all know give y'all my brief breakdown over the game. Both teams came out, scored touchdowns. I wasn't surprised whenever the Chicago Bears won the toss and they deferred to us, I was like, okay, I can see that. I can see that. They deferred to us so they could get the ball back after halftime. Now, moving forward, what we did was we came out, we scored, we hit them in the mouth, but they came back and scored. And then it was, it was kind of touch and go. Then they went up 17-7 on us after Avery Williams fumbled. And I was like, oh, man, this ain't looking good. That boy doggone Scordero Patterson came running up the middle of the field, boy. And look, I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm just glad he made it to the end zone because look like he ain't going to be doing that in 2 years. That's all I'm saying. Look like he ain't going to be out running folks like that in 2 years. That might have been one of the last ones we might see from old Cordero. But look, that changed the whole complexity of the game. Went down 14-17. Then we tied it up right before halftime. And, moving forward, it was just, the Falcons looked like the better team. Dean Pease made some adjustments on Justin Fields. And, we actually came in and showed up and showed out to see what we could do. Now, one thing that I really like, because I don't know who I was watching, the Chicago Bears, I couldn't really tell if it looks like they were just running power. It looks like they were pulling a guard. I couldn't really tell because I was like there at the game, but it looks like they were pulling a guard and just bringing everybody who was lined up on that side on a bunch, that tight bunch. They were just letting them go block and just letting Justin Fields go make plays. And, in that first half, that's definitely what he was doing. Let's see here. Wait a minute. Looks like we got a Superman chat. First Superman chat of the night. Coach Padre says, hey, Coach, Scordero Patterson is now officially a Hall of Famer. How you love that? I'll hang up and listen. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Appreciate that, Coach. Yes, Cordero Patterson is a Hall of Famer. Yes. If Devin Hester could become a Hall of Famer, there's no reason Cordero Patterson should not be a Hall of Famer playing this long. And he's actually elevated his level of play over these last couple of years. That's something that you just don't see players do. Yes, Cordero Patterson is definitely a Hall of Famer. Pax Paint, what in the world, Bo? Kevin ARP or Kevin ARP, he says, what in the world, Bo? Living in the Chicago area, going to strut my stuff tomorrow. Wearing my ATL sweatshirt. You do that, Coach. You do that. You go there tomorrow and peacock on them boys. Show them boys what time it is. Much love to you, Kevin. Much love to you. Dred says, we got a playoff spot. What a shocker. Well, look, we're in that playoff race. But the thing is, we got to keep it up. D. Sloan says, what a hard-fought, tough win this was. A good team win for us, and I hope we can get this momentum going into the next couple of games before the bye week. And that's the key, Coach. That's the key, because I'm going to tell you something. This Washington Commanders game we got coming up next week, I don't see these boys as pushovers. I don't see them as pushovers. Down South Georgia boy, what's going on, Coach? Much love to you. He says Isaiah Oliver is a monster in that slot position. I don't know if y'all remember me telling y'all this 2 years ago. Isaiah Oliver, he could be a whole different kind of monster in the free safety or the slot. And here we are. Did y'all see him wrap up Cole Kmet whenever they threw the ball to him in the flat? And he literally didn't move. He was trying to back him. He was trying to backpedal him to that first down marker, and Isaiah Oliver did not move. What kind of quads does this guy have to just lock him up and just not move? I mean, I haven't seen nothing like that out of a cornerback in a long time. So, yes, Isaiah Oliver, he's definitely looking legit. Let's get it. Says, it's a bird. It's a plane. It's a resemblance of a pass rush. What in the world? Look, I was doing this at stadium today. Everybody like, hey, Coach, you part of the 4 horsemen? I'm like, no, I wish I was, but no. I was doing this at the stadium. I said 4 sacks, Bo. 4 sacks. How you love that? Devon, what's going on? He said 72 in the first half, but in the second half, 12 yards. Awesome defensive adjustments from Dean Pease. Yes, awesome defensive adjustments from Dean Pease. Definitely. Now, let's look at the stats. Let's look at the stats because, to a certain extent, the stats tell the story, right? To a certain extent, the stats tell the story. So let's look at the Bears first. Now, the first thing that pops up to me whenever I'm just looking at the stats, guys, is that, the Atlanta Falcons normally win that time of possession battle, right? We run the ball on the other team, establish the run, and, we kind of take it from there. Now, the thing is, check this out. We lost the time of possession battle today. I don't know if anybody noticed that during the game. I don't know if everybody was like, man, our defense has been on the field a whole bunch. Chicago, 35 minutes and 10 seconds on the field on offense. Atlanta Falcons, 24 minutes and 50 seconds. That's significant, guys. That's significant. And you know why? The reason why is because the Bears went 9 of 16 on third down. Falcons went 2 for 9 on third down. So, whenever we were getting those first downs, a lot of times it happened on first and second down, right? And, we did get 7 points. Let's be honest, we got 7 points from Cordero Patterson. So that took a lot of the time possession off the clock as well. So we lost that. But the simple fact, it's one of those cases, I love to give flowers, right? Now, Justin Fields, 14 to 21 for 153 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. But just like Coach Devon mentioned, he had 18 carries for 85 yards and a touchdown. Most of it came in the first half. We made the adjustments moving forward, but most of them came in the first half. I'm looking at this, guys. 3 passes to David Montgomery, 3 passes to Cole Kmet. The two of them combined for 89 yards. He completed 6 passes to his wide receivers. So whenever, I'm going to be honest with you, whenever we got in a situation where I knew they had to throw to get the first down at the end of the game, I was like, we got him right where we want him. Because whenever he's in a situation where he just has to throw the ball, it wasn't as successful. Now, the reason we won this game, I need you to hold on to your seats, guys, because you might look. This goes to show that your boy Big Low Kuntry is just as unbiased as ever. The reason we won this game is because of Marcus Mariota. Marcus Mariota played a clean game, Bo. He played a clean game. Now, was he off the hook? No. He's not off the hook in my mind. He fumbled in the red zone. We just happened to get it back, but he fumbled in the red zone. You can't do that. You got to hold on to the ball. But for the most part, he played a clean game. Did he miss some throws? Yes. Yes, he did. But we didn't have any turn. Did he almost turn the ball over multiple times? Almost throw some interceptions? Yes. Yes, he did. But it's still one of those situations where, he didn't turn the ball over and he made some throws. Unfortunately, shouts out to my homeboy, Coach Dre. Kyle Pitts, he sustained an injury. We don't know what the status of it is, but I'm going to tell y'all something. A lot of these NFL players are getting upset about this turf. This turf is a little bit too sticky. You hit guys below the knee, that turf is going to hold on to those cleats. There's no give. The only give is your body. And that looks like that's what kind of happened to Kyle Pitts today. I went back and looked at the hit on him, and man, I know it was a painful hit. He ran off the field, but I've seen guys run off the field before. Rue says Washington going to be an interesting rematch game. Man, that's going to be a very interesting rematch game, Coach. Very interesting. Slick says Taquan, he got hurt. Others stepped up. And yes, that's true. That's true. Tyler Russell says pass rush was good sometimes, but Fields had all day a few times too. And that is true. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. As far as Justin Fields goes, I'm going to tell y'all, this game, our defense really showed up in this game because we blitzed from all different directions. And if you don't have a quarterback who knows how to watch how the defenses are aligned or can just kind of feel where the blitz is coming from, you're going to have a chance to get a couple of free sacks. And that's what happened today. That's what happened. Now, we got some sacks where we just completely collapsed the pocket, textbook sacks on a mobile quarterback. But I'm going to tell you, in this particular case, the defense did what we needed it to do. It did what we needed them to do. I'm a person that says, hey, man, Washington is hot. They won 5 of their last 6. If we could take them down, I like our chances of winning the division. Yeah, I mean, look, it's definitely possible. Question is, what's going to happen with Tampa Bay? New Orleans won today. Panthers lost, but New Orleans won today. So New Orleans is a game behind us. They looks like they might be just rolling with Andy Dalton. Threw 3 touchdowns. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Coach Padre says, I am by no means a Mariota guy, but I got to say, our receivers let them down quite a bit. OZ not locating a perfectly thrown ball is the best. Oh, my goodness. The crowd went crazy whenever he threw that pass to Olamide Zaccheaus, and he just didn't know where the ball was at. That easily could have been a touchdown. Easily could have been a touchdown. But, all we can do is focus on the end result, and let's just be glad that it didn't end any other way. Appreciate that, Coach. That's that. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Oh, man. Yeah, you're right, Tyler. He had no idea where the ball was. John, he says, they were tearing Justin Field behind up. They were hitting him hard all game. Yeah, they were. Look, they were bringing the lunch pail with them. They were bringing the lunch pail with them. Rumalo says, how about the Patterson return, though, Bo? NFL records for Patterson. 9 touchdowns. Yeah, we got to clap. Look, we got to clap it up for CP, man. We got to clap it up for Cordero Patterson, man. I mean, look, he's been doing it for years, ever since he came out of Tennessee. Was doing it in Minnesota, New England, Chicago. Shouts out to One Time for the Fan. I was just watching their show. Y'all make sure that y'all check them out, Falcon content creators. They were saying that 3 of Cordero Patterson's kick return touchdowns were against Chicago. So it's crazy. Chicago is always in the history books when it comes to kick returns because, Devin Hester, ran a whole bunch of kick returns back, and, he ran some back against Chicago as well. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy. One thing, whenever you see a game that involves Chicago, there's a possibility of a kick return. There's a possibility of it. Somebody might be making the house call. Slick says, I think Chase will be back for Washington. From what I heard, I think they said he's supposed to be back. If he wasn't back this week, I'm going to have to check up on that. Monty Mouse says, Big Low, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Are the Saints back? Come on, Bo. Come on. With Dennis Allen, are the Saints back? Coach, the Saints? Are they back? Come on, Bo. Andy Dalton? Andy Dalton are the Saints? Come on, Bo. Yeah, man. Yeah. You got to clap it up. You got to clap it up for him. Got to, Bo. You got to. Now, there were a few things that I noticed that we talked about previously, before this game. Number one, first drive of the game, they throw the ball to Kyle Pitts in the flat instead of the left time. Instead of being on the left side, it was on the right side. But we knew they were going to throw to him in the flat. I was telling everybody in my section, I said, hey, guys, over or under. Is Kyle Pitts going to get 3 catches today? They was like, he's going to get more than 3, coach. I said, okay. Okay. Now, he might have would have gotten more than 3 if he wouldn't have got hurt, but, you know, that's definitely unfortunate, but he got 3 catches. He got 3 catches. I said, yep, there's number 1. Oh man, I'm person. He says, notice how we had a balanced attack, passing and running. It worked out well today. And that's the thing, coach. Like, the fact of the matter is that it doesn't have to look, we don't have to have 300 passing yards. We just want an efficient passing game to go with an efficient running game. I mean, and if you look at the stats today, as far as the running game, I see here that looks like we had 149 yards. And based off the previous games that we had, the running game wasn't as effective as it normally is. But I mean, you still had 149 yards. Tyler Algier, 8 carries, 55 yards. He averaged 6.9 yards a carry. Cordell Patterson, 10 carries of 52 yards. He averaged 5.2 yards a carry. Marcus Mariota, 13 carries for 25 yards and a touchdown. He ran the ball a little bit too much for my taste, but, you know, he literally ran the ball the most in today's game. But 13 carries for 24 yards and a touchdown, 1.9 yards a carry. And Caleb Huntley, 1 carry for 4 yards. So, I mean, with that being said, it's like, yeah, I mean, it's not like we were just running the ball down their throat, but I am a person that's correct. It was a balanced attack. It was a balanced attack, and you can't be mad at it. You can't be mad at it. Bucs Gold Gang, he says, congrats on the Falcons. They made history, breaking records today. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We broke some records. That's always a good thing. Taylor Davis is in here. He says, if we don't get those fumbles, the game isn't close. But we also don't get a CP return, which is true. Because in total, we had 3 fumbles. We just got one of them back. We had 3 fumbles. We just got one of them back. Ty Dollar, he says, look, at least we used Drake for a little while. That's it. That's it, you know. Yeah, he got a touchdown. At least we used him for a little while. I was going on, Tim. Tim said he hit that like button. Y'all salute Coach. Look, if y'all can, do a country boy a favor. Hit that like button. I promise you.
30 likes and there's more than 100 people in the room. Please hit the like, y'all.
You heard Coach Roden. Coach Roden says if you can, hit the like. But if you're excited that the Atlanta Falcons won today, you want to wait to express it, make sure that you hit the like button. I promise you, I dance at your wedding one day. I dance at your wedding. Hopefully, I'm going to be having the chance to dance at somebody's wedding real soon. You know, but I dance at your wedding one day. Alfonso says, what in the world, Bo? What's going on with you? Hey, man, we doing good, man. We doing good. My homeboy, Smitty. What's going on, Smitty? Hello. What's going on, Bo? I see you here, big bro. Let's get it. It says, great weekend for Georgia sports. The Hawks won at the buzzer off of alley-oop. UGA won. Falcons won. Doggone Georgia Tech even won. After being down 17-0. And did anybody see Tennessee get curb stomped last night? That was crazy. Boy, them boys up in there in William Bryson, South Carolina. Them boys in there doing the wobble. Oh, man. Dex Diggs says, what in the gosh darn world, Bo? A win is a win. That's it, Bo. A win is a win. Oh, man. But, yeah, Yeah, I mean, so look, once again, just like I'm a person brought up, the offense doesn't have to be game busters. The passing game doesn't have to be game busters. You just got to play balanced offense. Just a balanced offense. You know, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm pretty sure Marcus Mariota. I'm pretty sure he had some things on his mind and his heart. Whenever he came out to play today, he was like, "Man, everybody saying they don't want me to be the quarterback. Well, shoot, I'm finna show them." And that's how you supposed to be. Before the game, me and Coach Ronan, we was talking, and we were talking about the press conference that Coach Arthur Smith had. And basically, he said, "Hey, man." Somebody asked him. They said, "Do you think Marcus Mariota has been affected by people calling for his job?" And Coach Smith said, "I mean, how would you feel? If somebody said that multiple people told you that you were bad at your job. How would you feel?"
No, he said like called your manager
Yeah,
and asked that you get fired from your job.
yeah, that's Dennis Allen stuff. Like, I mean, but how would you feel? You know, you know. Hey, I'm sitting here like, well, shoot, I wouldn't like it. Question is, how do you react? You know.
I said I would. You remember that's not the conversation we had. I said I wouldn't care if somebody called my boss and said, "Oh, she's doing a bad job," because my work product is great. So just because you're upset, I have nothing to worry about. I know what I put out there every day is amazing.
You already know.
My boss knows that as well. The reason why Mariota's upset and Arthur Smith is upset is because both of them know that Mariota's work product is trash.
Hello.
Calls for him to be replaced are reasonable. That's why he's upset. If Mariota was out there throwing touchdowns, securing the ball, winning games, and somebody called Arthur Smith talking about, "Oh, fire him," everybody be like, "Be quiet."
Kind of like with Matt Ryan.
Kind of like with Matt Ryan.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
Back in the day when he was killing it.
Yeah.
Like people were like, "Be quiet. We're not.
Yeah, we ain't gonna do this."
He's doing his job.
Yeah.
But the reason Mario is getting to him, he knows that he's not doing a good job.
Yeah, he knows. He knows.
He knows that.
Everybody knows.
We all know.
They're gonna know.
And Arthur Smith is getting upset because he knows it too.
He knows it too.
He wants his wrestling buddy and his pick to make sure they wrestle together. Is what I heard.
Wait, what? Hold on. Wait, what you mean, Coach Ronnie?
I heard they like recreationally wrestle.
Where's Rashad at when you need him? Pause.
No, nothing like that. But I hear that they like wrestle.
Oh, okay.
They're wrestling buddy. I don't know. Maybe they coach on a wrestling team together or something.
Okay.
But they have wrestling in common in some way.
Okay.
That's what I heard. Y'all can drop down in the comments if y'all heard that they wrestle.
All right, Marcus. Here we go. What you got? Padre says, I mean, I hit the like button, but tell Coach Ronnie she ain't the boss of me. So I told her, Coach. Oh man, so they like to wrestle, hot boy. Thanks.
Y'all make it
hey, Coach William Amy, he said that he thinks Kyle Pitts is okay. He thinks he just sprung a knee. Okay. And I hope that's the case. Michael Lucas says, "What in the world, Bo? Imagine the Falcons when we are finished with the Matt Ryan payday loan."
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Matt Ryan payday loan. That's rough right there.
We were just talking about a payday loan. We took out years.
Yeah, boy. We first got on back in the struggle days, boy.
Those are rough.
Hey, boy, the 20s is rough, boy. the early 20s is rough. You get married in your early 20s is rough. Let's get them. They just giving money away. It's painful. I mean, let's just go get one. We want the money. Like 2 years later. Oh man. Derek Chapman says early indications are that Kyle Pitts did not tear any ligaments in his knee. Well, that's good. That's good because I was definitely worried about him. I know he got up and kind of ran it off. So that's definitely good. Coach Smitty says, tell GM Ronan to say it with a chest.
That's the only way I say it.
Yes. Yes. Chris B said, well, hold on, wait, who wrestled? Nico said, wrestling, buddy. Come on, where you get this information from? Pat Space said, they be wrestling or they wrestling. Granddad says, how did Coach Ronan get all that info? Coach Ronan, I spread false narrative. Oh, man. Cliff Jackson says, he says, I got excited as heck when Marcus Mariota, QB1, got hurt. That's not good. No, that's not good, Coach. That's not good. We don't want to be like that. Oh, let's get it, says, and the church says, amen, Coach Ronan. Granddad also says, Coach Ronan conspiracy. Oh, man, that's tough right there. Y'all look crazy. Lowski, he says, how are we going to make up those 4 targets with Pitts? How are we going to? What are we going to do?
We have 4 left targets. 3 of them off target.
Michael Pruitt came in the game. He caught one of the targets. Now ain't see him no more. Like, so I think we'll be okay. Coach Padre says, wait a minute, Coach Ronan. You ain't gonna drop the notion of 2 dudes wrestling recreationally and then just try to speed past it. Coach Ronan said, yeah, they be wrestling and just keep on going.
They were wrestling buddies. That is what I heard.
Wrestling? Why you mention this? Wrestling buddies, though. Why can't you just say they wrestle together? Well, they're wrestling buddies. Come on, Coach Ronan. Dun, dun, dun. That's Superman chat.
I'll wrestle you for your heart.
Y'all crazy, boy. Y'all crazy. All right. Okay. Molly here talking about little wrestling ain't hurt nobody. Okay, Molly Ball. I hear you. Nobody ain't trying to wrestle you naked. So but I mean, those were the things that came into play that helped us win this game. Something else that also came into play were the adjustments that we made on defense. Stubborn man Dean Pease made some adjustments. Michael Walker wasn't in the game as much today, guys. You seen Troy Anderson come in and affected the game completely. I know all y'all seen that 3rd and short where Troy Anderson didn't show any hesitation. He shot the gap, came back there, and wrestled Justin Fields down the same way Coach Arthur Smith wrestled down Marcus Mariota. I'm sorry. Like, come here, just wrestle them down. Coach Ronan, you out of control. I don't know what to say about you. You just dropped that one down.
I thought it was a known fact.
Padre says, I mean, you doing that belly to back suplex. Like, what the word? And Father said, yeah, Troy's looking good. He's looking doggone good. But we know that Dean Pease, he really likes to develop these players, until, that second year to make sure they understand the scheme. But look, the fact of the matter is that you're sitting them down. We don't even know if Dean Pease is going to be here next year.
He should be.
Go
home, Grandpa.
Granddad said, why I oughta. But we don't even know it. So it's like, why are we, trying to save him to get him to figure this thing out? So I want to ask y'all, Y'all feel like Troy Anderson needs more playing time? If you feel like he does, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like, he needs to keep developing a little bit more, put a 2 in the chat. I just want to know what y'all think. Coach Ray Murphy says, D Coleman, you too though, beloved. Hello. Oh man. Pat Spade, he said, look, man. He said, I tried to tell folks about Troy. Look, old Troy, he coming in, showing up and showing out. I'm a person says, look, man, we got to win at least 4 more games. Got to get 4 more games. Got to get 4 more games. We're in the middle of a playoff hunt. Devon said, dang, coach, come on, man. He shot the gap. Wrestled him down. Come here, Marcus. I should be talking. Come here, Marcus. I mean, what you thought you was going to get away? I always get you with this move, Marcus. I don't know. What you think you were doing. He thought he was going to get away. How about this, Dean? What you think about this, Dean? Tackle that young whippersnapper. You know what I mean, Dean. Dre says, yes. He says, yeah, go ahead and give the young Thundercat more playing time. Let that young man run around. Let Troy run. That's what the slogan should be. It should be hashtag let Troy run. That's all we want to see. We want to see Troy to run around and make plays. Hashtag let Troy run. William Amy says 1. He agrees. Derek Chapman, he says 1. JJ the Great, he's in here. What in the world, Bo? It's a party now. JJ in here. Pax Pink, 8 months. They all agree that Troy Anderson needs to go ahead and ball out. Slick, V Clad. I make sure y'all welcome V Clad to the stream. They all agree. They say 1. JJ the Great, Tyler Russell. They say let Troy run. Let that man do what he do. Jermaine Simmons says, one more win next week, and the Falcons will be back at 500. Time to rise up again. But whenever we get to 500, we can't ever get over the hump.
Then we go back down.
We go back down.
We're back in the race for 500.
Look, man. Look, the Atlanta Falcons is like that girlfriend or boyfriend that you had that just can't get right. It's like every time you think y'all, getting past the hump. Yeah, you think you start to look good, they best around do something. You be like, man, see that's why I can't fool with you. Then they bring you back in. You be like, oh man, this is pretty cool. Maybe what if they can keep it up until Thanksgiving, I'm gonna propose to them. And then they mess up again. Like, come on. Cliff Jackson, I am a person. Alfonso Sanchez, they all agree. Let Troy run. Grand Dodger says, let that young man run around and make plays. D. Coleman says 1. Should have been starting since the Tampa game. Devon, he also agrees. He said, man, let that young Thundercat play some ball, man. Devon put 11 ones in here. Sterling Woods, he agrees as well. Keith is in here. Says, what's up, coach? Nice win. Nice win by your Falcons. Definitely, man. Definitely. We appreciate that. Now, look, Coach Keith. You're going to have them Steelers in a couple of weeks now. So, don't be mad at us. Coach Granddaughter says 35 more likes to 100. Please get the likes past 100. Thank you. Look, if y'all can, make sure that y'all hit that like button. If you haven't hit it yet, I promise you, I'll wrestle at your wedding one day. Oh, let's see if I can find it. Let's see here. Oh, wait a minute. Monty Cushion, he says, a 1 to the infinite power. Well, we appreciate that, Coach. That's that. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Oh man, let me see here. I'm looking for you. Okay, Coach Rhoda says, you mentioned 2 adult men wrestling in their spare time And the chat is in shambles. Yes, the chat is in their spare time. Like, hey, Marcus, what are you? You know, I don't know if you have any meetings. I think I have one at 3:00. It's 12:30 now. You wanna wrestle a little bit? Like go in there. You talk about in their spare time, like it's like going to play golf or something. Like what in the world? Sports 789 says for a second, I thought y'all were discussing WWE. John Hicks says, y'all are wrong for that wrestling comment. Shake it right here.
I heard it. I heard it a while ago.
Devon said, this is all Coach Rody fault. That's all Coach Rody fault. You know, we talk about this great win the Falcons had, and Coach Rody like, you know they be wrestling, right? I'm like, what? Now every time I see them together, I'll be like, okay, I'll be wrestling. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Now look, somebody in here said they said, hey man, the NFL champs are 3-7. Crazy thing is they got one of those wins off of us. We could have actually took it from them, but you know, that's the beautiful thing about the NFL. As the season progresses, you know, some teams get better, some teams get worse. You know, that's the beautiful thing about it. Padre says, wait, is that why Mario is still playing? He pinned Arthur Smith.
Oh my God.
Say I can play. like, wait, what? Tell me I can play, Arthur. Like, okay, all right. Oh my goodness, y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. Oh, Devon, he can't do nothing but palm his face. But yeah, wait a minute. My mom with the Superman chat, he says, wrestling is a good way to bond with your teammate.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
With your teammate. With your teammate.
Not your
coach. And you get like all these this preferential treatment. We just put two and two together. Dun, dun, dun. That's Superman chat. Excuse me. But I mean, yeah, I mean, so moving forward, what do y'all think this team needs to improve on to kind of take that next step so we can compete with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints in this NFC South? Because look, there's a few things that I can see we need to do better. Devon said, man, this show went way left. Hey, man.
Coleman is asking, are we doing oil wrestling or mud wrestling?
What?
At the wedding.
At the wedding.
Oil wrestling or mud wrestling?
Well, look, I keep a baby pool in the back of the truck. You know.
So you can fill it with whatever.
I can fill it whatever I want to, but you know, I prefer baby oil. Because I got a crack a joke. Okay, now we talking about mud wrestling. Oh man. Man. JJ the Great with the Superman chat. He says Arthur Smith versus Dan Quinn in wrestling. Who you got?
I got Dan Quinn. He looks like he plays dirty.
Da, da, da. That's Superman chat. All right, so
I got Dan Quinn all day.
All right, so look, I'll put it to you like this right here. Since they wrestling for fun and the kind of wrestling that I think y'all might be talking about, I'm gonna go with Dan Quinn because Arthur Smith has hair and Dan Quinn don't. So
put it in the chat. You got Dan Quinn or Arthur Smith in the ultimate wrestling.
What in the world? WrestleMania 35. Y'all are crazy, boy. Y'all are crazy. T Matt, he said the whole passing game. V Class says the quarterback position. Dre, he said tackling and pass rushing. Coach Roney said put who y'all think will win the ultimate wrestling match between Arthur Smith and Dan Quinn in the chat.
Wait a minute now. Dean Coleman brought in Mike Smith too.
Oh.
He said Mike Smith probably got a mean sleeper. Mike Smith is also in there. Put it in the chat. Dan Quinn, Arthur Smith, or Mike Smith. Let's go, y'all.
I can tell y'all something. You know, just imagine Mike Smith choking you out. If Mike Smith choking you out, you're like, yeah, go to sleep. Yeah, you know you want to go to sleep. He got one of those voices they do whenever they do those sleep time videos. He just be saying random stuff to you. It's 68 degrees outside. Like, wait, what? Close your eyes. I'm gonna sway you back and forth.
Oh my god. All right, we're getting the comments. We're getting the comments.
Y'all are crazy, boy. Y'all are crazy. My boss is Dean Pease need to pin down once in his life. What in the world? What my boss talking about? Okay, so Devon says Arthur Smith acknowledges the tribal chief. Wow, Devon.
Oh
He acknowledges the tribal chief, Marcus Mariota. Will Amos says Stone Cold, Steve Austin, Dan Quinn.
Oh,
They do look alike. Sanchez says, I got Dan.
All right, exactly.
That's what D. Coleman says. Mike Smith probably got a mean sleeper hold.
Yeah, that's
Crispy says, Arthur Blake cosplaying. What are y'all talking about?
Come out there and jump in the ring for
Get stunned by Dan Quinn. Father says Dan Quinn looks too much like Stone Cold to lose. Give me Dan Quinn. My boss, what's wrong? Use a Hershey chocolate syrup.
Okay.
Devon says a coach says he needs that baby oil in the back of the truck. Man says Dan Quinn. Y'all are crazy, man. JJ the Great said Dan Quinn. I just said Arthur Smith will have Ric Flair role for sure. We doing a Ric Flair strut and everything. Tyler Russell said Dan Quinn, Arthur Smith would say that would say at the press conference that there was no wrestling.
Oh my God, y'all, if this rumor gets big enough, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Y'all know it's Big Low Kuntry Sports. Smitty, talk about it on your show. Pound for pound. Twisted torch.
One time for the fans.
Y'all all need to talk about this. I'm sorry. Arthur Smith and Marcus Mariota's wrestling. Let's see if we can get him to a
Like sure. Wrestling. I mean, I know what you guys are talking about. We're just y'all look crazy. Majid Kushner says, if we are a running team, our O-line must move people consistently in the running game. Mariota and wide receivers need to form better chemistry. Tackling on defense and pass rush. Dun dun dun. That's a Superman chat. And I'm going to be completely honest with you, Coach. That's the thing. That's the thing. The thing that I see that the Falcons need to improve the most on, and this is what Coach Ronald was saying whenever she was going back over the highlights, is the tackling. The tackling is struggling. Now, I don't know how much of it was us and how much of it was Justin Fields.
Well, it wasn't just them tackling Justin Fields. It was anybody.
That's true.
It was anybody.
That's true.
The first person consistently misses or gets them and doesn't stop them at all.
That's true. That's true. Lowski says Arthur Smith do a leg drop with a one piece on. y'all look crazy. But yeah, William Amy, he says pass rush. I mean, to a certain extent, we could kind of say that the pass rush, and the tackling can be cohesive. They can kind of be one and the same, because how many times have we seen we have a quarterback dead to rights for a sack, and we missed the tackle, we missed the sack. Like it's happened so much. So it's just one of those situations where I think we just gotta we gotta get better at form tackling, and just getting back there to the quarterback without having to blitz on a consistent basis. Willie Amy says we need to get the quarterback and tackle better. Yeah, I completely agree, Coach. Baltimore says the Falcons scared to tackle other team like the other team got COVID. Devon says Mariota hit that superfly Jimmy Snook off the top rope, crossbody. Y'all are crazy, man. Y'all are crazy. Now, Grandizer, he says, which Falcons player gets your game ball? Which is a pretty good question. Which Falcons player gets your game ball? Now, I'm going to tell you, me, myself, my Falcon, it has to go to Cordero Patterson, because, I mean, we were driving aimlessly around 285, trying to find a spark whenever Cordero Patterson ran that kick return back. So I got to give it to Cordero.
Aimlessly sitting in traffic.
We were aimlessly sitting in traffic on 285, a couple exits past perimeter. Down there by Spaghetti Junction. That's the way it was looking. Let's see here. What's that? RLD D Humble One. He says, tackling is an issue for sure. Made Justin Fields looks like he was in a Madden game. Yes. Justin Fields was looking unworldly out there. William Amy, he says Cordero Patterson. Alfonso says Dan Quinn does look like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
He does. He really does.
D Coleman, Tyler Russell, they both say CP. Mal, he says he thinks that they sweep the Falcons. You can think whatever you want to, Mal. Sanchez says CP, no question. Padre says CP with Grady, a close second, because Grady almost had like 3 sacks. So you definitely got to give that to him. JJ says Coconut Patterson gets the game ball. Here we go again. Mona says Arthur Smith reminds me of Dusty Rose. The American dream, baby. Shouts out to Bodie. One time for the fan, man. Oh, man. Hey, Bodie, Coach Rhoda asked if y'all talk about this whole wrestling.
Talk about the Let's get it going, Atlanta Falcons.
Let's get it. Says DQ looks like Goldberg. Oh, man. Coach Christie said Fields were running down the middle past our defense like Alfalfa's hair. Running right down the middle. Right down the middle. He was running past the defensive line saying, "You dirty dog-faced Darla." Tyler says, just hearing the words of Dan Quinn makes me think about how consistent he was every post game, talking about working on all 3 phases of the game. That was brutal for years. It really was. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. What? Smith just said, let's wrestle ball. I ain't been wrestling with you. I ain't been wrestling with you, Coach. Bodie says Mariota gets the game ball for playing mistake-free football. Now, he made mistakes. Let's remember that, Coach Bodie. He made mistakes. Thing is, those mistakes just didn't hurt us. You know? So, I mean, we got to remember that. We got to remember that. Cliff says AJ Terrell looked good out there today. Man, you know AJ Terrell, he just does what AJ does. Nico said, man, y'all know every time we do a show, it be something random, man.
That was the most innocent comment. Y'all just went crazy.
I was an innocent, Coach Roddy.
Because everybody has heard this. I know.
Ain't nobody heard that.
I am so shocked because someone brought it to me.
Where did you get your information from?
Remember, I heard it toward the beginning of the year that when they hired on Mariota, I heard that they wrestled. And I didn't ask follow up like what kind of wrestling they were doing.
Right.
Yeah, I was like, okay, so they wrestle. All right.
I don't know. I don't know. Devon said, man, this is all Coach Roddy's fault. He said it's all Coach Roddy's fault. I mean, I never heard this, Coach Roddy. You showed this one like one of your fantasies or something?
I 100% heard that they wrestle. I remember this clearly.
You showed this what the fantasy?
No. I'm fantasizing.
Oh Lord. Well, hold on, wait a minute. Stop now.
Hold on now. Baby Brady J.
Oh wait, what? Hold on.
Maybe slamming Pretty Boy Drake London. I don't know. But it's definitely not Arthur Smith and Mariota.
Well, where I come in at? Hold on.
You said this is a fantasy about Falcons players.
Oh, okay. I never said Falcons players. I never said Falcons players. She just told on herself. So Grady, do it for you, huh? Okay. Okay, I got you. I'm gonna have to get my hair like Grady's. I got you. Oh man, Mr. Mills said, "Give the ball to Zoe." Okay. I can see that. Lowski said Dean P's coach wrestling. So maybe he
Okay, there's some wrestling here. There's a little bit of truth. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep connecting the dots.
Let's get said there's a lot of WWE references tonight.
Oh my God.
Chris B says Arthur Smith turns to Mariota for starting Ritter. Mariota challenges Arthur to a wreck match. It just got real between those two. Oh my goodness. Redrick, what in the world, Bo? As you can see, so you might wonder what's going on. Coach Roddy just casually mentioned, she's like, yeah, Arthur Smith and Marcus Mariota, they just be wrestling for fun in their spare time. They're like, everybody's like, wait, what? I don't know where she came up with this at. Like, Nicole said, it was just so funny the way Coach Roddy said it. They be wrestling. like, okay. Trucker Mike said, Bears look like Cubs and Lightfoot still freaked Azode. Okay. Lightfoot still freakazoid. Okay. I got you. Padre says, Coach Lowe, you Earl Hebner, the ref. Oh man, Coach says, hey Coach, going forward, what do we do at tight end? The Pitts has to miss some time with the knee situation. I mean, I think Pruitt has shown that he can come in and do what he needs to do. Just like Coach Roney mentioned, he was like, if he gets 4 targets a game, I mean, somebody else said, well,
what are we gonna do without those 4
yeah, because somebody in the chat said, what are we gonna do without those 4 targets to Kyle Pitts? So I mean, if Pruitt can handle getting, missed on 2 throws and catching 2, possibly catching 2, then we should be good to go. We all right. Monty said, I was going to ask what RLD Humble one asked, do we implement more 3 wide receivers? Pitts misses time. Well, I mean, if we look at it, there's a lot of times where Pitts literally lines up as a wide receiver himself. So, I mean, to a certain extent, we've been running a lot of 3 wide tech. So, we also got to take that in consideration. Podger says the notion of Mariota and Coach Smith in the tights and the headgear and staring at each other got me in tears. Then sit there. Oh yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Coach Ronnie just dropped one with that one. Dun dun dun. That's a Superman chat. It's like I don't know. We supposed to be talking about how the Falcons got this dub, and Coach Ronnie just got us going in a whole nother direction. Wow. Tyler Russell, it's crazy that you mentioned this. Should we trade Pitts? All right. So I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all know I give credit to where it's due whenever someone comes with takes and whenever someone comes with ideas, right? Coach Speedy Sports Machine, he brought up the question to me, and I don't know if he's done a video about it or not, but he asked me, he was like, would you see it out of the realm of possibility if the Falcons were to trade Kyle Pitts? And I was like,
Oh wow, really?
you know what? I can see that happening.
Oh wow.
And the reason why I can see it happening, think about it. You've established your identity as a running team.
Oh, stop. This is sickening.
I mean, think about it. You've established your identity as a running team. Kyle Pitts isn't getting the amount of targets that he wants. We know that if things continue to go the same way they've been going, that he's going to want out anyway. So why not trade him?
Or why not?
Well, think about this. Why not trade him? Get compensation for him. You got a young Thundercat coming out of the University of Georgia that fits this scheme a whole lot better at tight end than Kyle Pitts does in a Darnell Washington, 6'7", 280 pounds. Runs like Bigfoot.
I don't care.
So
Why
you
do you
could.
have to, how long is Arthur Smith going to be here? Like, is this our future? Are we the running team now from here on out? Because we can be other things.
I mean, yeah, we can, but this is what we are. So, I mean, from the amount that you're using Kyle Pitts, if someone were to say, "Hey, I give you a first and a third for Kyle Pitts right now," would you take it?
Well, here's the thing. Like I've told you before, I think men are real quick to take shiny things, but
Yeah.
for me, it's like, okay, first and third. There's no guarantee what we get with that could replace a Kyle Pitts. We know what we have. We know the only reason he's not shining is because we don't have nobody throwing to him. Because how did he do last year when he had somebody throwing to him? And our team was awful.
Yeah,
that's so bad.
This is true, but look at how much we threw the ball.
Yeah. I mean,
the team wasn't balanced.
More balanced. Definitely need to be more balanced, but like trading him away, absolutely not.
I mean, I understand. I mean, Smitty brought it.
We're talking about trailing. Let's start at the quarterback position.
Well,
you start there,
and then
we can work our way out.
The thing about a trade is it has to be somebody that somebody wants. So I mean, I don't know if that's a thing. Amante, he says, as a lawyer fan who been through the CC, the Chris Chandlers, Jamal Anderson, Vic, Julio Jones eras, unless we got a defensive overhaul, heck no. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. And I mean, I see what you're saying, but what if Kyle Pitts, after year 4 or 5, he says, "Hey, I don't want to be here no more."
Dre Murphy's having a breakdown in the chat.
Oh no, Dre, it's gonna be okay. I'm not saying it's gonna happen. I'm just saying this is what Smitty brought up to me. V said, "Man, trading Pitts is crazy." He said trading Pitts is crazy. Somebody asked Coach Tyler, they asked him if he's drunk. Monty said, man, what the heck, man? Are you drunk? Oh, man. Maybe he said, heck no. Dre says, man, Tyler Russell, why on God freaking earth would you do such an awful thing? You know Dre loves some Kyle freaking Pitts. Devon says, heck no, I ain't trading the Pitts. Yeah, I mean, look, I mean, I want to keep Pitts here for a long term. William Amy says, Kyle Pitts is staying. Yeah. Now let's get it. He says, I stand by that. Pitts is going to want out. I said this to you, Coach. Arthur Smith doesn't want to use him at all in the passing game.
Yeah. But my feeling is Arthur Smith's not going to be here forever.
This is true. This is true.
I said he should have got fired after year one, but you know, he's not going to be here forever. We may not be a running team. We may find Ritter may slide in there and be Matt Ryan Jr. and just be getting the receivers the ball. And we don't have this problem anymore.
You never know.
Get a coach in there that calls a more balanced offense.
You never know.
So why would we need to consider trading Pitts when we should get rid of the actual problems?
I mean, that's true. Devon says, all right, coaches, I'm going to catch y'all later. All right, Devon, you take care, brother. I mean, so you telling me that if Philadelphia Eagles, because you know he's from Philadelphia, if the Philadelphia Eagles called and said, hey, we'll give you.
I don't care where he's from. He's here.
They say, we'll give you 2 first-round picks.
No, thank you, sir. Click. Send me a cheesesteak. Click.
A cheesecake?
Cheesesteak.
Oh, cheesesteak. Okay.
Click.
789 says, I trade Pitts for Michael Parsons. Michael Parsons don't want to leave Dallas, bro. He don't want to leave Dallas. Ray 50 says, why did we draft Drake London and we not throwing the ball? That's crazy. I mean, we throwing him the ball a little bit more now. Like he's getting a little bit more well-versed in the offense. Let's see. Today he had 3 targets. you know, just gotta make the best of his opportunities. That's worth the. That's what but see, the thing is that you can get this defense fixed up. I just said Coach wrote it hilarious. Murkoff says, nah, Arthur Smith, I don't think Smith or Pitts is the problem. I think it's the lame quarterback play or the lack of quarterback play. And yeah, I agree with you. Somebody in the comments earlier, they said, man, at this rate, just bring Matt Ryan back. Just bring Matt Ryan back. Pay him a little bit less and bring him back. Coach Grandad said, make sure that you hit that like button. We're 16 away from 100. So if you can, make sure that you hit that like button for us. So I promise you, we'll dance at your wedding one day if you hit that like button. But, at the end of the day, we got this win tonight, and that's a good thing. And the question is, moving forward, because I'm going to tell you, the feeling, and you let me know if this was the case with you, Coach Tyler, when you were at the stadium and anybody else that was at the game. The feeling that everybody got was, whenever we heard the news that, look, it's one of those cases we're going with Marcus Mariota as long as we're in playoff contention. Everybody was like, well, man, we want to win, but if we lose, we're one step closer to seeing Ritter. And, I don't want to be in that situation. But, we won, and the only thing moving forward that we could hope for is that Marcus Mariota can continue to progress as we, as we move forward. That's the most important thing. John Brooks in here says, Big Low, I would trade Mariota for a bag of Skittles and some Doritos. Jermaine Simmons says, Dogs win, Hawks win, Falcons win. Great weekend for Atlanta and for Georgia. And don't forget Georgia Tech, Rambling Wreck. Georgia Tech. Oh man, Coach Tyler said, yeah, that's how everybody in his section was feeling. Yeah, everybody was like, man, we want to win this game, but we also want to see Desmond Ritter. So I mean, it's just one of those things. V says, for real though. If Matt Ryan were here, Drake and Kyle Pitts would be shining, and that's true. That's true. But the question is, would the offense be as balanced? Because as we see here, our leading rusher, the guy that ran the ball the most today, was Marcus Mariota. Whenever you have that quarterback that runs that zone read, a lot of times it kind of takes that defensive end out of the equation. So, you have one less guy, playing the run, that's going to open up a few more lanes in the running game. And if you got these violent runners like a Tyler Algier, Caleb Huntley, Cordero Patterson, it's like shooting fish in a bucket with a shotgun, bro. It's a whole lot easier to do. Chuck Mike says, I let Marcus go like the side chick. Oh man. Humble One says, just out of curiosity, could you see Michael Walker coming off the edge as a defensive end? I believe he played DN a while at Fresno State. He played that outside linebacker role. I believe in 3-4 defense, and I believe sometimes in the 4, in an even front, he played defensive end. I could see that. I could definitely see that. I feel like they're trying to put him in somewhere where it just doesn't fit him. But he did have 2 deflections today. He can play. Sometimes he plays the passing game pretty well. He just doesn't. Whenever things get kind of dirty. When it comes to choosing gaps and shooting gaps, scraping the way that he's supposed to, he just doesn't get it done to a certain extent, and that's tough. That's tough. Jermaine said, "Yeah, I forgot Georgia Tech won. My bad. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah." Tyler Russell says, "Lots of Bears fans today too. Us Atlanta fans need to bring friends to the beans." Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely do. Need to bring a friend. Grandizer says, when Big Low Country gets 100 likes, he drops the boom. Do your dance, Big Low. Do your dance. Turn that thing on. Oh man, Chris Rogers is in here. He says, there's one problem with the offense, and his name is Marcus Mariota.
There's more than one.
There's more than one problem. There have been issues.
But he definitely is
Yes.
one of the problems.
Yes. There have been some issues with the play calling, but hopefully that's something that can get resolved over time. Word God says, I definitely think we should start Troy. The man is a dog out there. Yeah, there's different breeds of canine. You know, he ain't a Chihuahua, he ain't a Shih Tzu. No, this man is a Rottweiler, Doberman Pinscher,
Well, you
Pit
don't
Bull.
want it to be a Chihuahua or a Shih Tzu. They're more aggressive.
They're more. I mean, look, you can be aggressive as you want to. I told you the story about my uncle that kicked the dog.
All right, let them take you out at the ankles, Big Low.
I mean, he gonna get some teeth in me, but whenever I kick that joke across the yard, you know, I bet you ain't finna come running back. He gonna run away to hurt, hurt, hurt. No, we don't. We don't encourage dog abuse on this channel. Tyler Russell says, Michael gets too far upfield and needs to work on that. But yeah, he might be a speed rusher. Yeah, I could definitely see that. I could definitely see that. Man, that Sunday night football game is a close one. Kansas City 23, Chargers 20. 5 minutes left. Nah, I'm good, baby. I'm good. Definitely. Tyler Russell says Dan Quinn would love him. You think they would wrestle together?
Shut up.
Is that why Julio wanted to leave? Because him and Dan Quinn used to wrestle. Oh man. Y'all are crazy. Chris B says, imagine if the crowd at the Benz was like how it is at the Atlanta United matches. Woo, man, that would be crazy. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. Well, look, man, I appreciate y'all for coming on and chilling out with us tonight. The Atlanta Falcons did get a win. Good win. It was close. It was close, but we still got the dub. Now moving forward, we got to see if we can stack wins up. We got to see if we can stack wins up. We stacked 2 losses together. Let's see if we can have it go in the other direction, in the positive direction. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all, um, y'all keep me thoroughly entertained on these shows because between Coach Roney and the whole wrestling thing, and y'all talk about Arthur Blank is cosplaying as Vince McMahon and all this other stuff, y'all keep me rolling, man. But look, in the meantime, I need y'all to stay safe, have a healthy and positive work week. Please don't do anything that I would do. Please don't do anything that I would do. And, we're going to talk about how we can stack these wins up against these Washington Commanders. So y'all take it easy, Bo. Y'all already know we got that dub. We ready.